Hey guys, Doc Williams here from the Toolkit. Today we're going to be talking about a really important subject about how to grow your business. And this is in the Pillar to Success series, and this is how to figure out your next big idea. Now, this might happen because you're trying to create another successful service or product, or maybe you're transitioning from one type of successful business and now you're just moving on for many different types of reasons. So we're going to examine this today, and instead of trying to reach for just a simple way for success or predictable, which means, hey, I was successful for this type, I'm just going to replicate it and do it. There's a couple things to think about internally before you plan your next product or how you transition to really help you to have a winning one, but also a fulfilling project or service. So we're going to be talking about these four different paths, as it were, and then we can talk about it. Okay, so we're going to be talking about what moves you to act. What moves you to act? Now, why is this so important as you're building another service? Because when you're building another service or brand or company, you're going to have to remember you already had success one way and you're probably still getting some kind of income from that other service. This is the time to really make this a passion project and for you to be emotionally invested in it, because remember, this is still going to have a slow trajectory versus your other product, because the other product, it could have been years ago that you launched it, could have been, a successful last quarter. This is going to be totally different, especially if you want to build out your brand or go into a different direction. So what moves you to act? And there are four different ways where you can look at yourself and then infuse it into your product, such as what moves you to act? Mastery. Are you trying to master a certain craft? Excuse me, for instance, if you're in the service business where you're giving a service such as a personal trainer or a massage therapist, you might think about, okay, I might have gone into Swedish or deep tissue, but now I want to go into sports massage. How am I going to get mastery over that? Well, I might have to start interning for a team, start working at events. That's building your mastery. So that will allow you to then offer the services for sports massage or something like that. Another example would be if you're a personal trainer and you want to transition the type of clients, you're showing that your programming, your technique is getting better over time. You're refining your techniques to help your clients, and they can see it, and you're writing it down and you're explaining how you're gaining mastery for your craft. The next one is intrigue. This might be you're investigating something. You might be a trainer, or you might be an ex-athlete, and you're investigating a new type of training and you're documenting what you're doing. It's very similar to the intrigue is like Tim Ferriss. So he tests a lot of things on himself. 4 Hour Work Week, all of his books are basically tests that he has written down, and he loves that guided discovery. So is that something that motivates you? Do you want to document your journey? Do you want to have some type of content like that and show the progression? Another one would be a challenge. Um, what moves you to act in a challenge? So they're telling you that you can't do something, and now you're taking up that challenge to be able to do this. They say I can't build another business in 9 months. Well, I'm going to start from the ground up. I'm going to show you my methodology of how I'm doing that. I'm going to take on this challenge. Another thing is you might take on the challenge of I take an athlete from B to C, or I help them to accomplish this, or I'm taking an athlete that was out of high school and he's going to qualify for the next Olympics. We're going to go through that cycle. So that's showing the challenge, and you're motivated to show people that. So you're going to write a book about it. You're going to do a mini documentary about it, something like that. The other one is redemption. So you might be in a situation where something happened, you're going through things. Let's make it more specific. So you popped for PEDs, and now you're going back to the pinnacle of the sports. You're showing redemption. You're showing the rise of what's happening. You're rising from the ashes. So redemption stories are very powerful, and you can show that in the expression of your own self journey a lot of times, or also ones that you're helping. You're getting them the redemption that they're looking for. So if you're looking in those four aspects, out of those four, what jumps out at you on how you would like to be moved for your next brand? Are you trying to do mastery, intrigue, challenge, or redemption? And then once you think about the four categories and which one you would be best at, you think about how can you express it. So I gave some examples, but mastery, maybe you're making a course and teaching someone how to master it. Maybe you're also showing a seminar how to gain mastery over something. In CrossFit, you're teaching them how to have the best butterfly pull-ups, butterfly muscle-ups. You're teaching a mastery of something. Or you could show your craft as you're mastering something and you're documenting. Intrigue, you're more becoming you're investigating, you're becoming that reporter, you're really doing research. So intrigue and research kind of go hand in hand. And then a challenge, you're showing them before and after. I take this challenge up. Either you're teaching someone how to do it, or you're getting the challenge yourself. You're getting into something new and you're going to document it, either a book, videos, content, and you're just teaching people along the way, or you're also getting someone to a certain point. And then redemption, which is very emotional, but you can get them to one point wherever they are, rock bottom, and you're getting them to elevate. And that redemption story you're documenting either through yourself or you're helping others. And then you're helping them. Maybe you're doing consulting calls to teach them redemption. Maybe you're doing a seminar or a monthly call. There's tons of different ways. So once you find out what moves you, then you express it through a service, product, or an experience with them, with you, and with your target audience. So again, that's how to figure out your next big idea. Let us know what your next big idea is or what you're thinking about. Hit us up at doc@thetoolkitagency.com or go to thetoolkitagency.com to get other tutorials, mayhem, videos, templates, everything. So guys, thanks so much for watching this, and I look forward to talking to you soon.